Things are heating up outside of Uncommon James. Don't go anywhere. You're watching AfterBuzz TV.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Okay, I'm feeling the music. I'm feeling the music today. What's up, guys? I'm Justine, and I am here with my co-host, Angel.
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
And this is the last episode, the season finale of season 2 of Very Cavallari.
It went by so fast.
I know, it really did. And the title is Nothing Set in Stone. And well, actually, we'd get into news and gossip because I was going to say, what is set in stone is there is a season 3. So that's the good news for all of the fans.
Congratulations to Kristin and Jay, the whole cast.
Yeah, and so, this episode, I think there was a bunch of stuff going on. There's some drama. I mean, there's always drama, right?
Always, of course.
Yeah, we got some Kelly going to the OGBO. I always say
OBGYN.
The OGB.
It's a lot of letters.
The OBG. Thank you very much. The OBGYN. And I wrote it up there too. I'm like, I'm going to say it right. And then I didn't. But she goes there. There's some little scary news that we're going to get into after. And then also Brittany and Reagan get in some drama. And then Brittany and her boyfriend get into some drama.
Yeah.
So Brittany's all over the place today.
She is. She really is. And we do see that on the show. Yeah.
We do. So let's get into it. I wanted to start off with, it was Brittany and Kristin. They're talking about Reagan and the whole drama and kind of the situation going on with them. What do you think about that whole thing?
Well, as I was watching it, I definitely felt like Kristin maybe should have pulled Reagan to the side and had a one-on-one with her because she had the one-on-one with Brittany, and Brittany got to tell her side of the story. And eventually, she did sit down with both of them. But it's like, okay, Brittany got a one-on-one. Maybe there were certain things Reagan didn't want to say in front of Brittany, so they both should have gotten that courtesy. And also at Worth's grand opening, I don't remember seeing Kristin really speak to Reagan, and so that maybe added fuel to the fire because Reagan's feeling a little left out, pushed to the side. So it's like, okay, Kristin comes to the party and she speaks to Brittany, but then she speaks to Reagan, and I feel like that could be a little catty and make Reagan feel left out even more.
That's what I was gonna say. And even at the party, it was definitely a little bit of tension.
Yeah, and Kristin noticed, but she's like, well, I don't want to speak to her because this isn't the place for drama. And it's like, still be cordial.
So when it comes to the whole Brittany Reagan drama, whose side are you on? And I want to know you guys, too, in the comments. Let us know who you think is being dramatic, who you think is right, who you think is wrong. And I mean, like I always say, we don't get to see the full thing. But from what you do see, what do you guys think?
It does seem like Reagan is being a little catty, and it does seem like it is personal. And you have to remember, at the end of the day, they're at work. This is a business. Leave the drama at home or outside the door. But I don't know. It should still be addressed properly.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's gonna keep going on with the drama and stuff, but adding on to the drama, but two people that love each other, Kristin and Kelly, they're best friends, and they went to dinner. These people go to dinner all the time.
They do.
I mean, it's a show. I think about the Hills and Laguna Beach. They're like 16 going to dinner, and I'm like, what are you doing? I was eating pizza in the basement then. But yeah, I mean, it's a show. Of course, they're gonna go to dinner, but they were talking about Kelly's OBGYN appointment. Well, I don't know if she made the appointment yet, but that's what she was talking about. She was talking about how she wants to freeze her eggs, and she wants to take that step because she doesn't know if she's going to be finding a man. She wants kids. She's 37, so she's getting a little older. What do you think about that situation, and is it something that you would do?
I totally 100% would do it if I had the means to do it, but she is a little older than me, so I have a little more time, hopefully, than she does. But I agree with it because, like she said, you can't walk up to a guy and be like, hi, I'm such and such, let's have a baby, because that's weird, and he's going to run the other way. He might call the police on you. Who knows? But, I mean, as women, I feel like sometimes we have that clock that's ticking, like, okay, this age I want to be married, this age I want to have kids, and she's 37 and she doesn't have either. So, go ahead, freeze those eggs so that when you do meet someone, you're not rushing. You take your time and, you still can have the kids.
Yeah, I agree. I don't understand unless, I think about it, unless there's like a big risk to it and you don't have the money for it, why not? I would 100% do it because you never know, and it's something that I think you would regret. I'm like thinking, I mean, is it too early for me to do it now? I'm 28, but I can't see myself finding a man in time. You know, I'm in a guy hating mode, so I don't think I'm gonna find them. No, I don't. And I'm not into girls, so I'm kind of whatever. So I don't know if you guys in the comments let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in doing. And do you think I'm too young to do it?
I don't know. I mean, they say 37 is around the time that the eggs. No, I think it's 51 is when the eggs stop because it's menopause. So you have a lot of time, I think.
Okay.
But yeah.
But now they'll be the best that there ever been.
Right, because Kelly, she didn't have all the necessary tools. I don't even know all the technical terms, but they said that she didn't have enough of something to produce the eggs. So yeah, time, I mean, is ticking. Yeah, so that's a real thing.
Yeah, going into something that was exciting for her, she ended up leaving pretty upset because they found a cyst. And honestly, I'm not going to say it's not upsetting, but I know a lot of people that have had that, and it's something very common just because there's always stuff going on in there, like for women especially, and I feel like even the doctor was like, you're gonna be fine.
Right, the doctor said it's something that can go away on its own, so
you may not even need. I know people that have had to get it surgically removed, so it's but I mean, but they're still fine. They were able to have kids and stuff, so I wouldn't really worry about that. But also, she was talking about how her egg count is pretty low.
Right, so that's I think what I was trying to talk about. But I mean, like I said, women, we have this clock that's ticking, and this is perfect proof. You know, here Kelly is this successful 37-year-old woman who doesn't have kids or a man, so it's like, what else is she gonna do if she wants, you know, her own kids? Freeze her eggs.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's so nice that Kristin went there to support her. I really felt it for her when she was saying that, you know, she started crying. She's like, it just sucks that I don't have a man to be here for me with this. And like, she appreciates Kristin, but she doesn't have a man to do that. And I totally feel her on
I was thinking about, like, it's like they live in alternate worlds almost, because Kristin is married to Jay, and Kristin and Jay have 3 kids together.
That's what
But it's like Jay and Kelly were they friends first before Kelly and Kristin? I think Kristin might have met Kelly through Jay. But either way, Jay and Kelly are friends. So it's like, okay, I have this great male friend who he probably checks off a lot of items on her list, and he's married to like one of her best friends, and they have 3 kids together, and it's like, okay, what do I have?
Well, yeah, exactly. And I think that that's the hard part. And I don't know about you, but I'm usually the single one, and everybody's like getting married and having kids, and so I understand where she's coming from in the sense that, you know, you're like, why do I have to deal with this alone? And not that a friend or best friend doesn't matter, but it's different.
Not the same at all.
Yeah, it's not the same. And it's crazy that, you know, she's having these issues, and then Kristin has 3 kids, and, you know, Kristin was talking to her, and she's like, it's your journey and this and that. And it's like, it's way easier said than done. Kristen's going to say that because she has, I'm not going to say everything she wants, but she has the family, she has the kids, so it's like
the business.
Easy. It's easier to say that to someone that is struggling with it. So,
and people who are in relationships, I don't think that they realize how hard it is to like even meet new people. Like, I don't know, guys can be so disgusting when I tell you, like,
stop. I know. That's why
they're so disgusting. Like, even the ones with girlfriends, like, they're the worst sometimes. So
I get that all the time. Lots of stories, but this is not the place for those stories.
We're talking about Very Cavallari,
because people care about Very Cavallari, not us.
Yeah.
But some more Britney drama going back. You know, I feel like we're always tossing around with her so many times. Her and her boyfriend, they go to dinner. And this killed me. Speaking of men and everyone getting
and how
married
hard it is,
and having kids and what we want, he was going to propose to her.
Well, he was wrong to try to do it there.
Oh, he was, but still, the fact that she wants someone to marry, she has someone that wants to marry her.
Yeah.
I want someone to want to marry me.
I want someone to send me. I want someone to send me a good morning text.
I agree. I love how you're like, I just want to be said good morning. I'm like, I want to be married.
Get a text message.
I was just like, I love how she has this guy that like wants her, and then I'm over here like, I'm sorry, what?
It was so
How?
awkward to watch because he's like pouring his heart out, and I feel like that's so hard for guys to do sometimes. And here he is, like, with everything that we're talking about. Oh, I would love that, and he is giving it to her, like throwing himself at her, being so honest. All his walls are down, and like her phone starts ringing, and she's like, "Sorry, bye."
That's what I was gonna say, and you know, she
That was
started getting up.
hurtful.
So, what do you think when he was saying, "I just feel like you don't have time for me"? And in the little interviews where he wasn't there, she basically said, yeah, she's choosing her work over him. And I can't understand that, because I understand, like, career's everything. I totally feel her with that. But, you know, if you were to find someone you love, like, why would you choose? You have to make have to make a balance, because you'll never be happy with one or the other. You're gonna have to.
Such a fine line, because you would want and need a career. One, because you know it's great to have your own thing and to be fulfilled in life, and two, you need money to live. But at the same time, it's like I feel like a job will fire you and replace you in a second. Like, do not drive yourself crazy over a job when you've got love, which is so hard to find. You can find another job. Can you find another love?
That's the problem. And like, and then it was so rude that she got up. I wonder if production said, I wonder if they're like, you should leave, let's make it a little dramatic, or if she really did leave, because if she did, that makes her a little B word.
Because you can definitely miss a call. I feel like even if it's work related, just say, oh, sorry, I was in the bathroom, or oh, sorry, like I didn't hear it ringing, and call them back. I don't know. Like, I can't see Kristin Cavallari calling her at like 8 p.m. like, hey, did the shipment go out today? Like, I feel like you're not a doctor. You're not like, you know, some life-saving, like y'all work at a clothing store. You did not have to answer that phone.
Yeah. And I mean, speaking of their clothing store, Kristin was on the phone with Biggs, and they were basically chatting, and Kristin's obviously not happy with everything going on. She kind of feels like it's a disaster, because it is. And she kind of was like begging Biebs to become a part of the process.
The VP.
Yeah, and she was just, what do you think's gonna happen? Because Biggs was, I think she would want to. I think she'd be great at it, but she doesn't want to ruin the friendship.
I don't think she's going to do it because, well, I'll actually tell you when we get to news and gossip. I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay. We got that there. Yeah, I mean, in my personal opinion, I feel like you... see, it's hard because sometimes, like they say you shouldn't live with a friend. But I'm living with a friend now. And so it's like...
How long have you been living with that friend?
Not that long. Like maybe a week. But like,
see? Oh my God.
But like, I don't know.
It can get...
It can, but you know, it's... I just feel like it just depends on the dynamic and the person. So like me and my sister would kill each other, but me and my cousin, we could work together. We could do anything like that together because we don't get sick of each other. So I think it really depends. I don't know.
Yeah. But also, I think Biggs, was she like busy with something, or like she's got some things going on? But I think the real like important thing is Kristin didn't want to mess up the friendship. Just like we see the drama between Reagan and Brittany, they were friends, and then one got higher up in their career. And Kristin even said that. She said when she was talking to Brittany, she's like, "You're here, Reagan's here," and I was like, "That's a little mean."
I know, that's kind of messed up. And you know, we haven't seen a few of the cast members. They kind of just disappeared.
You know what? And I can't even remember her name, but I was talking to you about her before the show started. The one who they brought in, I want to say Kaylee, because I remember there was like at one point everyone's name was really confusing. It was like Kobe, Kaylee, Cole. Like, I think her name was Kaylee. And they brought her in for like one episode where she like had to put her foot down, and like she was the head of operations or something. I don't even know what her title was, but we saw her again tonight, but she didn't have any lines. She was just literally like in the background talking to somebody. And it's like,
so weird. Like, what happened?
I don't understand this show, because it's like, here you have this character from last season that everyone hated, that you're bringing in. They hated her just because she was stern and she did her job. Kristin loved her. And it's like, they made such a big deal with bringing her back, and they only show her for one episode. And then tonight she was in the background. It's like, I don't know.
Weird.
The structure of this show is just kind of like all over the place. Because if you're making this big deal, bringing in someone who's already worked with you previously, that a lot of the staff, they are intimidated by, why not make her like a bigger part of the show? Or like...
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot going on, and I'm hoping next season things kind of come together a little more.
Structured.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, she's great. I think she's entertaining. I just think, you know, maybe things to be structured a little.
Maybe they can hire us to like help out.
Hey, Kristin.
Hey.
Hire me. Well, we actually have some news and gossip. And I don't know if the little news and gossip. Yeah, there it is. Well, speaking of Kristin being a boss, she's also, I mean, she's not the boss, but she is the host of the new show Paradise. I almost said Paradise Island. Paradise Hotel. It's interesting. I don't know if you watched it. I watched it. Because I was curious.
Well, I haven't yet, so tell me about it.
I was curious about her dynamic and how she was. Like, that's really the reason I watched it. I wanted to see
like
how
if
she was at
funny,
hosting.
Yeah.
Well, if she was hosting, because sometimes people, you know, reality stars cannot transition over to other kind of aspects like TV hosting and stuff. And I think she did pretty good.
Yeah, I have to check it out because, I mean, she's definitely funny and like, you know, charming with her friends and things like that. But like to get in front of an entire like cast and like, you know, be a judge and things like that, I want to see how that is. Plus, I just want to see if it's a fun show.
Yeah, I would love to. Oh my God, how great would that be to interview her? I'm so curious what she thinks about that. So it's filmed in Mexico, and I'm curious if Jay and the little I wonder if they're going to be visiting her.
Probably. I can't see why he would stay home. He's retired, and which moves us to our next news and gossip, where we have the Chicago Tribune. They're talking about Jay needs a storyline for season 3.
He does.
They straight up, the Chicago Tribune straight up said Jay Cutler needs a storyline, any storyline for season 3. And I agree. I mean, Kristin came out of the house in this episode and she was like, Jay, where are you? And he's like just sitting in the barn by himself playing with the ducks. It's like, okay, we get it. You know, played hard when you were doing football and you're retired now. You know, kudos to you, but you still got to do something every day. You can't just like wake up and go in the barn and like pick the kids up. I don't know.
You know, and I just think he's so funny. He's so cute. I think he's interesting. I really think he would be someone really good to have a storyline. And you know what's hard? I wonder if they're going to, I'm going to say I wonder if they're going to add the kids. I don't think they want to, which I totally respect. But maybe if, I don't know how the ratings are, but I think they're doing good because they have season 3. But I wonder if they ever kind of needed more. I wonder if they would bring the kids on, because I definitely think it would make a huge difference.
Yeah, and there's ways that you can have the kids on but not show their faces, because I know like that was important to Kristin. She doesn't want, you know, to I don't know, make their world too crazy. She wants them to be able to be kids and enjoy their lives and not have to like be all in the public eye. But I mean, there's certain angles, like the Kardashians used to do it all the time. Like I think in the beginning, Kanye didn't really want to be involved in the show. And so they would show North, but it's like the back of her head. Like we never really saw her, but at the same time we saw her. So I think like if they ever incorporated the kids, they could definitely do something like that. Camera angles.
Yeah, I really respect her doing it. I just think if we want to know about her life just seems like it's Uncommon James, gossiping, gossiping with the girl, talking to Jay about like nothing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I really think that, do we have some more news and gossip?
Yeah, we do have another piece of news and gossip, our last piece. And what I was saying when you said, do you think that she'd make Biggs VP? No, because she is actually, and this is according to E! News, she's actually putting out applications to take a VP, because I guess it didn't work out with Biggs. But she did say that she didn't want to mess up their friendship. So, I mean, if you think you can be a VP, maybe you should get online and fill out an application.
Yeah.
And you can move to Tennessee.
I want to move to Nashville. Nashville seems really, really fun. Yeah. Well, so we have another segment, and Boss of the Week. Who's your Boss of the Week?
I'm honestly just going to say Keely. Just to, like, I don't know, be weird and, like, throw that out. I don't know.
Well, mine is Kelly, because she went through a lot and stuff.
True. I feel like this is, like, a reversal from last week when I had, like, a real one, and you were like, oh, well, yours made so much sense and mine didn't. Now the tables have turned.
And I'm looking at, I feel like, you know, there's Is there anything else you feel like we should chat about that happened in the episode?
Definitely, well, not really in the episode, but I do want to shout out our fans, you know,
and
say
we meant to say that earlier.
Right,
I'm so
before
sorry.
we even move on to another topic, you know, thank you guys for helping us grow and, you know, continue to be the ESPN of TV talk. But we could use your help if you want to see us do a little, you know, a little better. If you're on YouTube right now, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Also, if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating. But no matter where you are, leave us a comment in a comment section because we're like always checking them, always reading them. And, you know, it really helps us out to be a part of AfterBuzz TV. And it means so much to us to be able to talk to you guys about the shows that we love, the shows that you love. We appreciate you supporting us and doing what we love. So tell your friends and keep on enjoying our after shows.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it so much. Sorry about that. I meant to bring that in before, but we were just getting
We love the show so much. We just kept talking.
We were diving deep into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, you know, that's the premises of what happened. Is there anything else that you want to add to it, that something that stood out to you?
Let's see, because I took so many notes, but I
Me too.
actually think, oh, you know what? It was funny to see that their goat was still gone. And like Kristin got that picture of the alpaca. I forgot the alpaca's name, but she got the picture of the goat and the alpaca. And she showed it to Jay. Was it just Peck?
No, what's the name? Guys, let us know in the comments below. I know it, and
but
I just can't think of it.
She showed the picture to Jay, and she was like, do you miss him? And Jay says, I haven't even, I'm stuttering because it's funny. Jay's like, I haven't even thought about that goat since it left until you showed me that picture.
What is the name of that goat?
I don't know, but the goat was so adorable. It like was their little puppy. It used to follow them around like a dog, and it hopped in. Jay put it in the truck.
Cute.
And Jay's like, I haven't even thought about that thing since you showed me the picture. So I thought that was hilarious, and I actually forgot about it too. But just like we said, the show is so unstructured. Like sometimes we don't see characters. So I don't know. I thought it was one of those things. Like we didn't see Kaylee for a while. And then she popped up tonight.
Well, I know that this is just like steering a little bit off the show, but not really, because Kristin was on The Hills. The Hills is coming back. Do you know when that is happening?
No, but I also want to say, where was Matt too? The guy, like, it was the season finale, and he's like the only guy on the show, and he wasn't like in any scenes tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I feel like there was a lot of.
It was so weird sometimes.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of people that just
we don't know where they are.
exited.
Where's Colby? Where's Matt? Like, it was a finale, and it's just like these characters that we've seen all season are just MIA, and then we have Keely. I think that's her name. Then we have Keely, who's just like an extra in the background. So
I mean, adding a little bit to the news and gossip. It's not necessarily about VERY CAVALLARI, but it is about The Hills. They have some. It's very weird because I feel like the main characters are Heidi and Spencer, and Lauren and Kristin were some of the main ones, and they're not going to be in it, but they have some random people in it, like Misha Barton, like random people that never existed in the show. Are you going to be watching it?
Yeah, just so I can laugh. I mean, Misha's an actress, so maybe she'll just like, she'll pretend that she's Kristin or somebody. It's like on the Fresh Prince when they just got different Vivs, or like there was like on Game of Thrones too, there were like Khaleesi's husband in different seasons were like different people or something like that. I don't know. I think maybe Misha, you think she'll just like play some random...
Who knows?
Some other castmate.
Kristin, we need you. But let's get into some predictions.
And now...
I love it. We just sit here, we're like...
TV predictions.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I like it. I think that season 3 is going to be amazing. I wonder if we're going to see Shannon anymore. I really did not think that girl was gone for real when she got fired. I just knew they were going to bring her back. Then they didn't. But maybe we'll see some new castmates, because clearly some people need to go because they ship empty boxes. So, yeah.
I think... Unfortunately, there's going to be some more on Common James. I really, honestly, am just not into that storyline. I feel like it's the same thing over and over again.
Maybe
Everyone's
we'll see
fighting.
cuts added.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not into that. I would really, I don't know if this is a prediction, I would really like to see more of her life. I respect her not having the kids, but I feel like that'd make it more interesting. I'd love to see them. They're dynamic. I'd love to see Jay's storyline. So because of that, I definitely think that they could be adding a storyline for him.
he needs one, according to the Chicago Tribune. So that's one
I
of the
agree.
reasons that I think cuts will open, because in real life he does need something to do and not just like wake up and play with the ducks, or like, you know, I don't know. He's taking it easy, but still, like, even if I was a millionaire and I didn't have to do anything every day, I think eventually I would get bored with that. Like, I would need something to do. So I think him opening a business and just, I mean, who doesn't want to make more money? You can never have too much.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
What do you think about Kelly? What do you think is going to happen with the fertility with her?
I think she'll go ahead and freeze her eggs, because why not? But I also hope that Kelly finds love, because she's beautiful. It seems like she's beautiful inside out. Like, it seems like she's a good person and she's successful. It's like, why should a beautiful, successful, like, nice, kind-hearted person like be like, I don't have anyone to talk to this about?
Yeah.
It's sad.
I know, I totally agree. I hope we hear more about that. I mean, we have to find out what happens with that.
Yeah.
But what about Brittany and her boyfriend? What do you think about that?
Ooh, you know what? If they find a VP, then I think that would give Brittany a chance to spend more time with Stone. But also what I think, maybe they should make a spinoff show and we should help Kelly find love.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Like us be the hosts?
Yes.
Okay.
And we can like set Kelly up on these dates. Let's get this story to E. You know,
No,
I'm
we
gonna
really
get
should.
started on the draft right now. I've got my notebook.
Wait, love that so much.
Uh-huh.
Trying to think if there's any other predictions. I think that's about it. What about you?
I mean, I love the show. They had so much fun this season. We got to see a lot. It was a lot of drama, but you can't have a good reality TV show without drama.
I know, and we're sad that it's the finale, but
know.
you know, I think it ended on a good note. Don't worry, season 3 is coming, which is really, really exciting. But thank you guys so much for watching the Very Cavallari After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Angel, you want to tell us where we can find you?
Sure, I'm on Instagram daily, hourly, too much, at Angel Saunders.
And you can find me on Instagram at Justine Devana. Clearly, we're Instagram people. I do makeup. I also do TV hosting, red carpets and stuff. So definitely check it out for then. And until season 3, we will see you next time. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.